In this video, I'm going to be sharing how the 2024 Broker of the Year, Max Singh, ran his first webinar, got 115 people registered, and all the different strategies that went into this event, making it a big success for him. He's going to be running more events in the future, but most brokers that run online educational events get 5, 10, 20 people registered. I'm going to show how we consistently get close to 100 people without spending money on ads, the unique promotional strategies that we used with Max. There was one in particular. It was from a specific platform that we are aware of, that we promote on, yet there's a feature in that. And just by doing that feature, and unlocking it, we got 50 people registered for the event. So I'll share that. I'll share the actual presentation and all the different principles we use to make this event a huge success. Now, these are the same strategies that I learned during my time at Enriched Academy, which is Canada's largest financial literacy company. I spent 11 years there as the vice president, and we ran events, offline events, online events, over 5,000 events, and they work. If you provide value and you position yourself as an expert, it's one of the best business strategies, but a strategy a lot of mortgage brokers aren't taking full advantage of. And that's why I'm so excited for the industry, honestly, for brokers to really step up into the spotlight, showcase their expertise, help Canadians with the biggest expense that they have in their life, the biggest investment that they have, and show them the different strategies that they're definitely unaware of. So that's what Max did during the webinar. Again, the feedback was great. Even before the event, he called me saying the buzz that this is creating from past clients I haven't heard of, referral partners, from just the company that he was with, the TMG Mortgage Group, said that alone was unbelievable, let alone the actual event. So let's dive into Zoom right now. I'll show you the report here. He had 41 people attend. He's getting recording views every single day, which is great. People are sharing it. People are, sending it to friends, family members, colleagues. This is a big number for me, 38 minutes, which is the average attendee staying and watching you. For any of you that understand the war on attention right now and how hard it is to grab people's attention, to have people sit and watch you for 38 minutes, think about the relationship that's building with those individuals. And you're not doing this one-on-one, right? If you had to do that one-on-one, that's 38 minutes times 41 people. That's hours and hours of time. This is an opportunity to sit down, speak to dozens or hundreds of people at once, which is one of the best forms of leverage, which is pretty amazing. All right, so let's talk about the reframe. Someone like Max and a lot of the top producers that we work with, they're busy. They understand the importance of education and providing value. And a lot of these people, they have thousands of people in their database. Max had thousands of people in his database, but most haven't heard from him personally in months. They were getting the generic newsletters, yet very few were actually hearing from him personally. And that's really what doing an event can solve. He loved the idea of doing an event. He's like, I want to showcase my expertise. I have all this knowledge, all these ideas, but his calendar was back to back to back to back. He had no time to sit down to even plan, to come together with the content, the presentation. How do we promote it? How do we create the promotional material, the follow-up material, the technology? Like all these things, there was just no room in the calendar to organize it. So that's why we ran the educational event. No ads, no cold outreach, using social media, his CRM, and one really great tactic, which I'll talk about. And you do it to the people that already trust you. And there were people on the webinar that Max didn't know of. Like, he called me after, he's like, who was this person? Who was Jake? Who was Linda? Like, I've never heard of these people before, but it just shows you the power of word of mouth, especially when you're providing value. Provide value is the most ancient and foundational strategy when it comes to business growth. It really is. You look at some of the biggest consulting firms, financial firms, they're always providing value. Go to look at any financial institution's website, RBC, go look at the biggest consulting firm, McKinsey. Look at the reports that they're publishing, the webinars that they're doing, the events that they're doing. Even look at your own industry, your own company that you work with, whether it's Dominion Lending Centers, the Mortgage Group, Mortgage Architects. They're doing educational events for you. Why? Because it works, right? It's a great way to build trust. So let's talk about the campaign. Now, whenever you're putting together a campaign, there's a big mistake I see a lot of brokers make when it comes to running educational events like this. I'm going to talk about that shortly. Before we go into it, let's talk about the topic. Your topic is everything. If you pick the wrong topic, it doesn't matter how great the presentation is designed, doesn't matter about anything. No one is going to care if your topic is not relevant. Your topic needs to do two things. Number one, it needs to grab people's attention. It needs to be something that people are related to, that it's a challenge at their experience. And then number two, it also needs to do something to help you grow your business and help you generate leads, right? Reverse mortgage is a perfect topic. To give you an example, never call it reverse mortgage. That's rule number one, because it's a horrible name. But cash flow and concerns about retirement are two really big concerns for Canadians. So a topic like that is great to do because you're teaching Canadians about different options that they have during retirement, and you're also potentially getting reverse mortgage business. So something like that would do really well. Another one, I would say, if you're just getting started, you want to do something, this will save you a lot of time on the whiteboard and brainstorming different ideas. Do mortgage renewals. There's millions of mortgages coming up for renewal. It's a hot topic people are talking about. So that should be the topic if you were to do the first one. That's always my recommendation. Now, once you have the topic, pick the right title. This is the wrong title. Mortgage renewal strategies for 2026. Very few people will sign up to that as opposed to a topic like, hey, here are 3 costly mortgage renewal mistakes Canadians are making in 2026. A topic more like that will grab people's attention. Like, oh my God, like what are these mistakes? Am I making these mistakes? So you need to lead with pain and fear. That's just human psychology. So this is what the banner looked like for Max. Avoid the 3 costly mortgage renewal mistakes Canadians are making in 2026. And let's talk about promotion. So where do you think most of the registrations came from for someone like Max? All right, I'm going to give you 3 options. Let's see if any of you can get this right. I want you to take a guess in your head right now. Social media, CRM, email blast, or referral partners. So it's actually social media, right? Now, for 90% of the brokers that we partner with, it's going to be CRM and email blast. But for someone like Max, it was actually social media. And we're going to talk about one strategy in particular that brought in 50 registrations, which is amazing. Now, all that Max did on his end, right, is, we are really good with the emails, right? So we create the emails, the subject lines, the first lines, every word we plan. Like the amount of time that we spend on emails is insanity. It's not just ChatGPT or Claude. We have a team of the top financial copywriters because every word matters. And we created 4 emails, 4 social media posts. We organized it into a CRM. And that's really all he did. It took him 30 minutes to set up and schedule. And that's how he got 115 people registrations. But a lot of people think, oh my God, I have to do this huge promotional campaign. I got to go on radio and send flyers. And they get overwhelmed. And one of my favorite quotes is, complexity is the enemy of execution. You need to keep it simple, right? If you don't keep it simple, this is going to be something that you're planning for the end of 2026, 2027. There's so many brokers I speak to. I've wanted to do this for years. Oh, we're planning our first one. I'm like, oh, how long have you been planning it for? They're like, oh, it's been like 7 months. I'm like, oh my gosh, like you could have run 3 webinars during that time because it's just so overwhelming. It's like you turn into an event planner because I don't blame them. There are a lot of elements that go into running a successful event. But I would say if you are, keep it simple. And his people showed up. Let me show you a couple of the posts that we helped him make in the response. So this is a Facebook post. He just copy and pasted it. It's a very proven format that we've used and one of the many that we have. But look how catchy this is. Are you paying a mortgage loyalty tax? Auto renewing costs Canadians, almost 14 grand on average, and that's a 2024 study. So 88 likes, which is pretty amazing. Now his social media is strong. He gets good engagement, but this one's got 7 likes, this one's got 5, this one's got 128, right? So he's got a really strong social media, but this really grabbed people's attention. Here is the registration page, which I'll quickly show you. Right, so because the session already happened, you can now watch it on demand. So that was a big one, doing just high quality Facebook posts. But here was the biggest one. LinkedIn events. Can you believe this? Not LinkedIn posts. We did LinkedIn posts, but creating an event on LinkedIn, inviting your database. Just from doing that, he had 59 people register from it. And what was amazing about this is these were a lot of referral partners. And he started getting messages saying like, oh, we haven't spoken in years, would love to reconnect. And just even before the event, there were meetings being set up. And again, that is the power of positioning, right? It's one thing, the event is one thing, but to be able to host, run, be a speaker at an event positions you at a different level than most other brokers, right? How many brokers do you know are running these educational events? So whenever a Canadian is at home thinking, who should I use as a broker? Or my daughter's renewal is coming up. Who should I refer her to? Who do you think she's picking? The one that's doing generic newsletters or the one that is hosting quarterly educational events on different topics? It's going to be the speaker. It's going to be the author per se. And again, that is the power of positioning. It's one of the most foundational strategies to marketing and psychology. It works so well, yet a lot of brokers aren't doing it. And that is what's exciting for me. It's like, what a big opportunity there is for brokers to position themselves as experts. And I'm going to keep saying it because it's amazing. So LinkedIn, that was where the magic is. I'll show you a couple other things we did that were unique. Christina Dominguez, a top realtor out there in Calgary, one of Max's referral partners, he invited her to the event so that she can have a section and she can teach, which is amazing. It wasn't just like a random commercial break. We actually ingrained her into the presentation, so it was very natural and it flowed really well. But what's great about this, she promoted it on social media, she sent it out to her email list, and now you're getting the word out there, which is amazing. So let me show you some of Max's webinar slides here. I'll show you a couple key slides. Really well designed. We got like one of the top designers in the country, Matt Saddington. He is just an amazing, amazing designer. So here are the 3 things that we covered during this webinar. So remember, the title is 3 Mortgage Mistakes Canadians Are Making in 2026. Number 1 is the loyalty tax, which is auto-renewing. Number 2 is the cash flow leak, which is debt consolidation. And number 3 is the options myth, which is believing that you only have 6 options when it comes to lending. You see how we're not talking about, like, we don't use auto-renewing. We don't use debt consolidation. Like, these are terms that don't create curiosity in the minds of Canadians. You have to use the loyalty tax. Like, what is that? The cash flow leak. Like, this is how you grab people's attention. And right now, more than ever, you need to grab people's attention because they could sit on a slide like this, like, oh, auto-renewing, debt consolidation, more options. Like, I already know this, and then they leave, right? So the psychology behind this is really on another level. So we have great examples and great charts throughout the presentation. We talk about just looking at your mortgage and shopping around the difference between, your old offer from your bank versus the new one. And again, everything is for educational purposes. We customize this for each broker in each market. And you want to make it simple. You don't want to go into high level economic, calculations and things like that, because a lot of Canadians, the level of financial literacy that they have is very low, right? You want to make things simple. You want them feeling empowered. You want them feeling excited. Like, you want them leaving thinking like, whoa, that was really good. I learned something. And this person is an expert and this person can help me. So you want to throw in a little bit of that, expertise, but you don't want to do it too much where it overwhelms people. We also have great engagement throughout the presentation. Like, hey, what percentage of Canadians do you think auto-renew? And then during the actual event, a quiz comes up and people can answer it. What else can I show you? Yeah, that's it. So it's a really engaging, great presentation. Now, if you actually want to get a copy to this exact presentation, you can message me on Instagram. It's just aryan.webinar. Let me show you. And we can send this over to you. Yeah, so it's just that. If you just search that on Instagram, then it'll come up, and then you could follow me. And I will send that. Just let me know, hey, I watched that YouTube video. Can you please send me the slide deck? And I'll actually send you the slide deck. The other thing that we did is every attendee got a free resource. This is a great way to increase show up rates as well as increase registration rates. Give them a free resource that's almost better than the actual event. So I'll show you the resource that we created for Max. It was 9 proven ways Canadians can lower their monthly bills, all branded towards Max, which is great. Just some practical ideas like, cancel unused subscriptions, negotiate, switch to no-fee banking, redeem your loyalty points, review your insurance. Like, if Canadians do these things, there are hundreds, if not thousands of dollars unlocked each year, right? It's so easy to do too. And then everything is branded towards Max, so it looks really good for him, right? And everyone gets this. Imagine getting this, after the event. Like, what a great resource, so easy to share. So that's another one of 1,000 different strategies to make this event 10 times better, right? And I'll end off by saying, the future belongs to the brokers who educate, that position themselves as experts, because those that teach build trust. And right now we're in a trust recession where no one trusts anyone. So when you start to educate, you build that trust. And when they think of mortgages, they think of you. That is the power of doing things like this. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like it. Make sure that you subscribe. I'm going to be doing more educational videos on how to run events and how to use them to grow your mortgage business. And right now we're working with the top producers across the country. We've got Adam Bazik, Jeff Lee, Max, Miguel, like so many different top producer brokers. And we only work with one broker per city, right? So Calgary with Max taken, we can't accept any partners in Calgary. So feel free to reach out to us. We'll see if your market is open, and we'd love to partner with you and do all the heavy lifting. Right? Top producers don't have time. We take the time off your plate, right? We do all the heavy lifting. We take care of everything. You show up, you look like, a trusted expert, create the promotional material. And we've done this. I've done 5,000 events. I know every little detail that goes into it. This isn't just ChatGPT, Claude. Oh, let's write me 5 emails to promote my event. Like, that won't get you to the level that it could. So again, thanks so much for watching, and hope you have a great day.